Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Andrews. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
His throw caught around the 6, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Brett Ellison, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And Barkley will try to punch it into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Tried for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's caught out left by Perriman. 23 yards on the play. The pitch goes to Barkley, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me, just go ahead and be loose. But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now here's Lauletta. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Lauletta. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Room past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
with desire. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Wentz on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Lauletta to throw, and he slings one that's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's again his 17, and it'll give him a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try the air now with Lauletta. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll go with the ground attack here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Barkley. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Eagles have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many reads from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
81. Black, come on.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Great. Black, come on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
82.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Gone!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He won't go down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
The toss out to Barkley. He's to the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Great 15, great 15! That's it! Black. Great 15, great 15! 81, 81!
On first down, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll go to Barkley again. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lion.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. but you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. They needed 15. They got 16 and a 1st down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and forever. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And who's got it? The Giants! Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Wentz now to throw. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Roses to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's him.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He can run for it, and the ball is knocked out. And who's got it? The Giants!
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Giants on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was